Hello everyone, I am the plane shifter facing to the universe of Blueprints. A game about the mansion whose rooms keep changing. And I need to find something in there. I have seen the demo being played a few times from a few different people, but I never touched the game myself. So here I am, with the full version, going at it. Let's start a new game. It's loading. Why leaves? Oh. And if I sound a bit strange, I mentioned a couple times. Oh, wait. I mentioned a couple times that everyone but me in the household was sick. Well, guess what happens in these situations? Hopefully it doesn't knock me down. A game by Tonda Ross. Grandfather?
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones,
Not quite
son of
grandfather.
my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Sinclair. I wonder if that name is intentional, because there is a computer company called Sinclair. Okay, how many days do I have? Alright, I do believe I have a bit of a tutorial, which I kind of need. Oh, I have 50 paces. Do I waste paces going outside? I do. Well, I can run away. Oh, this is different. I don't remember this door. It's locked. I just need to lead outside. Wasn't there a door over there? Or yeah. Well, there might be some differences between the game and the demo, or I'm just thinking about a different configuration of the mansion. Oh no, the door was here. There, this place. Barred door. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Huh? Look at me going totally off the beaten path right out of the bat. Okay, can I jump? I don't think this is the kind of block that is unsurmountable, but then again, video games could totally go there. There. My preview, like this. This is super dark for Twitch, I think. Yeah, it was a room with boxes. What does... This just leads outside. Can I quit? Oh. Since I wasted a bit... Interesting. I guess this is the official exit to the mansion grounds. Huh, what is that? The campsite. Due to the rules set forth between your great uncles, you are not allowed to stay in the state overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You can call it in time from the blueprint menu by pressing tab. This can be accessed after picking up the blueprint in the entrance hall. Okay. I have a plushie. Okay, I have no idea what the code to this is, but there is a place here I can access in the future. Okay. Now that I wasted several steps and now several more. Yeah. Let's go inside the mansion and start the game proper. Nice wooden birds. Do they have a zoom? No. Nice sound design. Searching the state can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you lose one step. When you no longer have any steps left, you be too tired to continue searching in the manor and must call it a day. Okay, that's a rule I knew before. Ace of spades. Queen of diamonds. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holy. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those last summer's days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I choose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half a century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck. Herbert S. Sinclair. What does the S mean? The Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. This is the blueprint. Okay. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 45. The antechamber, which is conveniently all white and black. Yes, I have played Antechamber, and I wonder if that's a reference. From its root meaning the room before, all signs and paths points towards the antechamber. This mysterious room, resting on the 9th rank, may prove, however, quite an initial challenge to even reach, let alone enter. Still, you can help but to draw a connection between this chamber and room 46. Runs 1 to 12. Entrance hall. Past the steps and beyond the grand doors, admission to Mount Holly is granted by way of a dark and garish lobby, suitably called the entrance hall. From here, each guest's adventure begins. However, the 3 doors that proceed onwards do not always lead to the semi-journey rooms. Permanent blueprint. Room 46. The mysterious rooms mentioned in H.S. Sinclair's will, named only by a number. Despite the house's official blueprint only showing a total of 45 rooms, the words of the legal document makes it apparent that a 46 rooms in the house in fact exists. Find this room in your primary objective while in the States. It is, after all, your bequest. Banners, shops, okay. I have a feeling that the room 46 might be here. Why is there a door here? If this is a door, I think it is. Well, anything else here of note? Hello, sir. Gran. No, it's Gramps. Gramps. The closet will stop me going that way. The hallway has... I can keep going and I can turn this way, but only 2 items. In the bedroom, whenever I enter this room, I gain 2 steps. Just 1 exit though. And right at the beginning, I don't think I'm coming this way that much. And I still have the other 2 doors. You know what? I'm gonna put a closet here. And I found the key. Found a painting. Probably of a cool stack. What is this thing? Yeah. Coin purse. Every time you collect 3, earn an additional 1 in interest. Oh, can I have this in real life? Praying hands. Okay. Yeah, there's a closet here. This probably wasted. A spare room. And then what is this? Store one will close this area as well. I mean, it's pretty good, but I could lock myself with just 1 exit. I think I'm gonna get the den. Because there's our exits here. Okay. Exactly as I expected. Why so many clocks? I mean, I would be okay with 1 clock per room, but there is that super cool clock on the wall. There's a grandfather clock there, clock on top of the fireplace, and that's a lot of clocks. Is that real time? No. Baby pin and the 3. I wonder if these paintings have any meaning. Huh? I'm supposed to find something here. A gem of sorts. Is that thing? Ah. Yep. I had one of these clocks. Not mine, of course. It has a little key that you can open up to set the hands in the what's the thing you do with the key? The twisty thing? Wind the clock. Yeah, chess piece. More clocks. So many clocks. Could put a nook here. Well, this is a good place for a storeroom, actually. Or even a bedroom. No, the bedroom would be bad. Because I'm not coming here often. But yeah, let's put a storeroom here. I have still 2 exits. Dog tag. This is rank 1. More chess pieces. Here's the jam. Model house. Key. Ooh, a tool. Sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. How do I use it? Ah, there's the coin purse, there's the ledge. Do I have an inventory key? Ooh. Money. So, sorry. Hallway would be good. Corridor is always left unlocked. I'm gonna go with hallway. Ooh. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. Yes, I just took a picture of the screen. Okay. I absolutely hate the Twitch app on Android. Holy crap, can you just make sense? I want to use you as a preview, but you just don't make any sense. Flip the screen. Is that hard to do? And it just refuses to keep the screen flipped. I don't understand. Like why is the freaking Twitch app so bad? Holy crap. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I can't freaking believe this thing. It refuses to work like a normal app every time I need it. Work as a normal app. That flip. Yeah! Holy crap! What a waste of time. Lose money whenever I enter. A lavatory. It's red. I don't see a point. Ooh, there's a puzzle piece here. Okay, yeah, parlor looks good. I hope I don't have to fight the freaking app every time I... Oh, okay. Puzzle. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Aldams in the past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society. We were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charms. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles. And I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you need to share with Glass should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always a friend, M. Rowley. There will always be at least one box which display only true statements. There will always be at least one box which display only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. So one box is always true, one box always lies, and one is unknown. Wind up key, component for a parlor game, okay? Parlor rank 2. All 3 boxes contain gems. That's false. The other 2 boxes contain gems. That's also false. This box contains gems. You didn't count on my cunning. That was so freaking easy. Like, the rule says only one box contains gems. Yeah, only one box has a prize. So there is no way any of these boxes are true. And since they're both false, this one had obligatorily to say the truth, according to the rules of the game. A trolley problem. A car problem. Okay. Let's go this way. Courtyard. Quest bedroom. Lots of steps. Huh? I mean, it doesn't have an exit. But this has a gem requirement. Why? There's nothing special to it. It's just a... Seems to be just a connection. I'm gonna get the guest room. Lots of both teams in this room. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles, and appreciated you didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. Okay. So there's a puzzle in the billboard room, in the billiard room, and you don't need to know the rules of darts. Okay. Ooh. I got steps and I got a gem. I should look around more often. I do look around in the rooms. Okay. How's the blueprint looking? Pretty neat actually. But I kind of make it so I only have one exit. Oh well. A bathtub and a bat over the forest. Are there themes over these paintings when they are in the same room? Because previously we had whatchamacallit, two card themed paintings. Here's a passageway. Ugly as heck. But I can go over there if I need to. I don't think I will, but things are connected. Tab please. Okay. Should I try getting to the antechamber? Launder currency. Commissionary with an intervention, and yeah, the chapel is blah. I only have one coin. Well, you're promising me currency. Are you gonna leave me hanging? You definitively have the tools for that. You actually seem to be going to leave me hanging. Bleach. Oh. Laundry services. All these services cost coins, and you exchange all of your keys with all of your coins. I see. Okay, I cannot use this. but I understand its use. Okay. And once again, I have only one exit. Okay. Furnace. You are more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. Laboratory. Experimental house features. Gym requirement. Or pantry for coins. The laboratory, though, looks more interesting. I do have an exit there, right? Yeah. Yeah, but this might be a very bad layout. I typically hover over at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I have been unable to find a laboratory on the state. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit, I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. It's interesting that it seems like this house is just a house. Nobody's all that spooked about the whole thing changing all the time. This machine requires additional power piped from the boiler room. Okay. Huh? Okay, that warrant a picture. Okay. H12. Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. Welcome to Mount Hall Laboratory. Press enter. Let me get some water. Let's check the research logs. No experiments found. Research logs will be available the day after the experiment has been performed. Okay. Experiment set up. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Okay. Continue to the experiment. Generate a cause from column A and an effect from column B. Immediately lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. Gain 1 key for every 2 hallways from your house. Add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. Okay. for each region you drafted after your second. Each time you eat an apple. Okay. What do aquariums do? I'll go this. Combine. Do you want to create and activate this experimental house feature? Start experiment. Experiment successful. I have a passageway and a hallway. Okay. Fishing rod. Hello there, can I click it? Okay, okay. So let me take a look. Ooh, okay, it's for 7 space 1 2 3 okay this is more complicated than I expected. I think I will need the good old-fashioned pen and paper. Alright. Okay, so BU, then S, then a bush. Where is 5? 5 is bush. Three. Is that right? Yeah, that is right. Where's 7? Eight. D. Do I have a 12 here? Do I have a 13? No. Why it's pointing left? Push 3, you buff. Push 3 EUPA. Push 3 EUP after 9. Okay. There's something. So 4. Push T. Yeah, this is wrong. No, it's not. Yeah, let's try again. 1 is here. 2. Yeah, push. Then 4. Push 3. Push 3. Push 3 up after 10. Push 3 up after 9. Up after 9. Let's see, 7 is PA. 6 is what? U. Okay. So push 3 up after 9. Don't know exactly what that means. Heating and cooling curves. Room temperature, complete thaw, melting point. Atmospheric pressure. Log into network. Okay. There's an experiment. Would you like to pause? No. No power. Okay. So this needs boiler room. Okay. I might be in trouble. Are you pointing to this machine? So push 3 up after 9. So I would have to 9 then 3. Okay. I wonder if there are more tips. Okay, the nook is the only one that you will let me keep going. So let's put a nook here. You need to give me a key. That is here. So this is a lock, and this is a grandfather clock. Not necessarily in line with each other. Are you a jukebox? Can I play you? Okay. Journey northward. You can continue your adventure. As you continue your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, a scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside on your journey. Yep, I noticed. Hello, Emma. Unfortunately, I'm quite a low budget, so I cannot really hire anybody, even though I'd love to do a facelift for my channel. Okay. Maybe I want a bedroom. I hope I didn't make a mistake. I did not. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, bonk. A card. A key card opens electronic power security doors. A gem. A pound. This guy really likes pounds. A top hat. What the heck is this supposed to be? I guess abstract art. A crane. Okay. Greetings from Reddingtown. Well, that's an sculpture. What is this? Huh. Why do you have a picture of a matchstick by the bed? This makes sense. Ooh. A moon locket. Why do I find the locket to be important? I do not know, but here we go. I don't know who is the woman in the picture, so that. I do have my Discord on the descriptions below. Ooh, this door is locked. I have a key. We have 4 keys. Okay. Items for sale. The pantry is not a good position, so I'm just gonna use the spare room. Yeah, going down was a bad idea. So, will you ever finish renovating? I guess you need to find the room first. Nothing. Okay. I'd love... Okay, security is good. And I do have the gems necessary. Okay. Yeah, I can go left and I can go right. Ooh. Cutscene. This scene is cutting. Ooh. What are those rooms? Have I seen any of them? Oh, look, it's me. I'm pointing at my butt. This thing has no framework. I don't think I've been there. That looks like a nook. That's it. Yeah, that's a nook. I might have been there. There's a spare room. There's a safe. Cassette tapes, stale coffee. Ooh. Blue memos true, red memos lies. Okay. So I can access. Okay. Thank you, Emma. I can access the... I don't need to be only in the specific place to access the emails. Good. I lost my camera. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Okay, that's a lie. I wonder if this changes. Ooh. Welcome to Holy Security. Press enter. View state inventory. 0 fruits, 0 gems, 0 keys. Currently in the house that have yet to be collected. Okay. It is released to be updated as new rules are added. Alright. Keycard system. Security doors are within each state that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. Offline mode locked. Security level. Siege offline mode. Unlocked. This mode determines the default setting for security doors. Be set to if power is lost during a blackout, for example. As generator of rules, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working in the state. Okay. At security level, the security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that apply in your state. You should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with low setting. 5 or 6 is high. Okay, let's set it to low. Log into network. I do not have the code. Yeah. Let's see. To my left. Might want to add some rooms there. To further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked, so it's locked, and access levers are no longer required to grant enter. So I need access levers. Okay. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the states. Likewise, a redundant security measure, normal doors in the state will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live, out, and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at the morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the state. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock is used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mr. Babbage. The password has an S. But I can't read any more than that. Okay. Can I use the phone? No? So there are 2 computers only. Alright. Archives. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 weapons. Or conservatory. You are likely to draw red runes. Ooh, I need the furnace, and this is a good place to place it. Should I go in? Is there anything useful inside? Or am I just wasting steps? I think I'm just wasting steps. That's fine, I'm learning. Yeah, absolutely nothing. But I do want to go back to the laboratory. Which is helped by the fact that I have a bedroom there. Okay. So this thing should be powered now. Push 3 up after 9. Okay. Additional power piped from the boiler room. I now have a boiler room. I have a furnace. That's not a boiler room. I think I made a mistake. I made a mistake and that might cost me. Dark room. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting this room. Drawing room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting these rooms. Okay. You'll no longer be able to see. Like, the archives are great to move around, but I think the drawing room is good enough. And I have access to everywhere. Okay. Hello. That. Okay. You really like horses. And men's with umbrellas. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items in rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Okay. I kind of screwed myself, but whatever. Is there any use for the boiler room? Keep walking. Oh, by the way, before I continue, I got the message that there is food and I require it, so I'll be right back. I am back. And with food. The fact that drawing is a hobby of his explains all the little drawings scattered around the house. If there's any deeper meaning to that, it still escapes me. Let's see. Let's go this way. Lock. Let's go this way. Maid's chamber. Less likely to find items laying around in your house. No. Locksmith has key for sales. Everything's bad. Everything's terrible. I'm gonna put a lavatory here. I do not know what it does. Maybe there's something useful. There's soap. H.S. Sinclair. Okay. Nice tiger. Yeah, that boiler room is screwing me over big time. Okay, let's waste a key. Chapel, maid's chamber. Oh, there's a. Oh, I can't use the courtyard. Going this way is bad. Tight paid. A maid angel? What is that? A sailor angel? No, a cook angel. A gardener angel? Are you a guard? A cop? I'm not sure what you are. A fireplace cleaner angel? His wings are dark from suit. That's clever. And also a gardener. Huh. Is that a farmer? Yes, it is a gardener. Why are there... One, two, three. Six. Okay. I use some sort of knight that is a scepter instead of sword. Okay. So, gardener, cook, farmer, fireplace cleaner, whose wife? Maid, six. I do not know what this guy is. Horsekeeper? Horse hider? I don't know. And seven is the knight. Don't know if there's a change in it if I enter here again. But yeah, I should go this way. I'm so screwed. Okay, gymnasium it is. Car keys. Hubble Sports. You really like basketball. Aquarium is every color of room. Has a gen requirement. Well, I guess the corridor will do. Hat. Oh no. Oh no. I guess the room is indeed dark. Cannot go through that. Ooh, weird. Light effect. Locked. I have no choice. Last key. Okay. Okay. Bad. Things are getting really bad. I'm making mistakes. Ooh. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Tuesday that her picture book Swingbird has been chosen as the herald of a literary medal, illustrated book of the year. It is Marigold's second time winning the prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye, even before her literary success, the niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair. Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political association that one might make with the Sinclair family. Swingbird author never considered herself a success, by Gail Harms Herald. She confided, my son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is better than her son, and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that view that book as rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Ooh. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were two of the dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming the person of the interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility for the attack, it is widely believed by authorities that to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Huffington Press was quickly to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-time publishing partner, Huffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold had past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. So the publisher seems to be rattling out people to the government or something like that. Manning and White at the press function. Was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under the waved local man. This is the third measure, I see. Charged by the crown, Manning was the last. Grand treason. This is incomplete. No trace is discovered of Cinca Harris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator of whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name of Mario Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:35 Friday, getting to a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Run in Trinsdale. Mr. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage delivered cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Paris Celestials stolen dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Aires have broken into the Crown fabled closet exhibit. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. At least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels was not being publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renewed ruby crown of Orinda Aries, The priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. There is a red crown in the menu screen. Hmm. I wonder if any of these is useful information. Time to take pictures. Oh, I will not be able to read them. Okay. There's some political nonsense going on here. Why is this page blank? I don't. Why would Marigold steal the crown jewels if that's the case? Hmm. Locked. Locked. No gems. Bad room. This is probably a mistake. Well, I screwed myself over. Unless I can find the key. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an ideal spread would be 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay. So if I eat a banana, I get steps. Cool. Just eat fruit. No key, unfortunately. The chapel is pointless. I have no other exits. Okay, the gymnasium might be my way out of this mess. It's locked too. Okay. I cannot get to the thingamajig, but okay, it's over. I can't get to the antechamber and I'm locked in. Can I get to the garage? Is it outside? I'm going to the wrong way. Great. I don't think I have enough steps to go outside. Well, I am outside, but can I find the car keys? And by the car keys, I mean the garage. Mhm. Is that the garage? I have used those steps and must call it a day. Okay. 6 red rooms. Yeah, this is messing me up. Save and continue. Day 2. Do I have a time limit or it's just a challenge thing? Let's see. I don't have anything on my inventory anymore. Same pictures. Ooh. Tough cow, pantry or den? Hmm. Let's get a gem. Crowbar. Bring it. Empty. Let's close it with 2 items. Hammock would be great too, but let's do the closet. Oh, metal detector. British needs for keys and coins, and that's a dice. Ivory die. While drafting, you may use the dice to do new floor plans. Okay. Let's avoid using that if you can. Okay. No chapel. Spare room. Hallway. Let's just do hallway. It's just as good as the spare room, I think. But with more exits. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. But is it true or not? It's the same thing. Hallways. Hallway, passageway, corridor. No greens. You only got this shop that I didn't... I unlocked almost all the red rooms. But that was bad. Bedrooms. Drawings, nook, tent, pantry. Entrance house, parlor, storeroom. Okay. Should I go this way or this way? Let's go this way. I think Nook won't go amiss here. The parlor will lock me in. But Nook, you give me a key. Rook. Guest room. Or I could get a... Utility closet with a breaker box. Ooh. Tempting. Let's do it. Danger. Okay, turn the keycard entry system off or on. Good question. I think I'm gonna keep it off. What have I done? Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. When I draft the bedroom. Ooh, but I don't have gems. I think I'm gonna go with the parlor. Let's do the game. Is it the same game? Yes. The rules don't change, but the tips do. This statement appears on another box. The blue box is empty. This statement appears on another box. So these two are telling the truth. So this is a lie. The blue box is empty. So the blue box is not empty. I wonder how tricky this gets. A strange way to put curtains. Okay. The observatory. I can put the observatory. There's food for sale. I don't have money. Corridor is alright. Let's do the observatory. What does the star mean? The fixed stars, constellations, Fen Aries. Preface: this book contains the complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible. sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends and impress your friends and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star, 1 gold. The twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The slice, 3 steps. Diamond's Manor, gems, Southern Cross. Rooms with 4 doors are more common. Farmer's Apple. Apples are extra delicious today. Clavis, Decay, +1 key. Diamond Moisture, 5 gems. Draxus, the Dead. Dead end rooms are more common today. The Sale, everything's 15% off. Florealis, Bloom of the Sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Can I look? Where's the eyepiece? So many. I guess it's not even pointed the right way. Okay. Got it. Can I spin that one? This is down. Okay. North Star, gain 1 gold. What does the stars mean? Not this one is easy, but this one. Huh. Oops, wrong one. Maximum height, okay. Ooh, security. Blue are still true. Red are still lies, okay. It's locked and I need levers, okay. Oh, could it be? Okay, it's not that obvious. That said, yeah, okay. It's not that obvious. So keycard system. Back and change offline mode to unlocked. Security level. Let's put in high. Things still be unlocked. Yeah, no, it's an O. Okay. So should I would have to double back. Oh, there you go. Okay. Phew, I'll have to use a key here. So, corridor, chapel, greenhouse is a dead end. Chapel is bad. I guess the corridor is the only one that is a good choice here. Oh crap. Okay. Should I redraw or double back and go to the other room trying to find a key? Once I draft, I need to find. Okay, so redraw. Okay, bunk room. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. Or bedroom. I never. Okay, that's good. Good. Nothing magic here today. Okay. Ooh. Reddington. Still the moon locket. No, that is more likely to be by a bedroom. Yeah, okay, pound again. Is that an onion? Items for sale in the commissary, guest room, and lavatory are blocked. Will block my progress. Okay, I'll get the commissary because I do not have another option. There's an arcade here. The Rigi blocks. Can I play? The commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for an inconvenience. Well, they will not be closed on those days. With theater and without deer? Effective terminal password. Stage without stag. Days 20 and 21. Okay, it doesn't seem to have a limit on the days. Magnifying glass, shovel. Set of gems. Yeah, I don't have any money. Ooh. Oh, I love to have a courtyard. I guess pantry will have to be. I can buy something now. Can buy a shovel and a magnifying glass or a gem. 2 gems. Don't know if that's a good idea or bad, but here we go. Back to 39. 40. Back to 39. I cannot abuse this, okay. Laboratory, chapel, nursery. Unfortunately, a nursery is dead end. Oh well, I guess I'll go with the chapel. I don't have any money anyway. Did this change? Doesn't look like it. No. Gardener, choose should be the cook. Choose the cook. 3. Farmer. Yeah, did not change. It is the night. Okay, interesting. Locked. That's bad. This is very bad. Okay. So I need to go back to security and hope I can find the key there. Alright, this consists 2 bedrooms. Ah, there's a storeroom here. Nice. Perfect. Absolute perfect. Let's go. Okay. Had to waste a few steps, but I got what I needed. I'm gonna waste that money though because of the chapel. Nothing that costs 1 though. I'd buy that for a coin. Boudoir, a guest room, the gymnasium. What does a boudoir do? Three. The safe is 3. Someone got a safe as a Christmas present. What's a boudoir? Like a mini living room? Yeah, this is a makeup table. A dressing room, guess. Can I? Doesn't seem to be playing anything. Music box with leather straps? That's new. Oh, hello there. That's the safe. Sinka. Okay. I'll take a note. Sync echo. That could be the keyword for the computers. No idea. Not a passing clue. Here's the music box. The mannequin. So this was set up here. And then the safe was installed here. Okay, the courtyard is gonna be good here. Maybe I could use a... Ooh. Sledgehammer. Not a sledgehammer, but I think this is diggable dirt. I can remember something from the demo. Well, I did not buy a shovel. Maroon, bunk room. A package will be delivered here today after drafting this room. Okay. So I have to go with the kitchen or I'm gonna lock myself. Coin, pet food, the kitchen. I can buy a banana for 2, a club sandwich for 8, or bacon and eggs for 8. Plus 3, plus 15, plus 10. And add morning room to today's draft pool. Okay. I wonder. Sorry. I wonder how many rooms are in the draft pool. Don't have money to buy anything, unfortunately. Okay. Locked. Ooh, this is bad. Thankfully, I have a way over there. Just to watch as this is locked too. Oh, it's not. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Okay. Nursery would be great. But I just can't find a good place to put it. Unfortunately, this is after rank 8, which I still haven't reached. So I can only use this as a passage. Let's see. If I exit through here, I can double back up. Am I correct? I am correct. Okay. Locked. Conference room. Whenever you want, your items would be spread throughout the house. They are placed in this room instead. Keys for sale. I'd love that, but I'm not sure I can afford, and I only have one coin, and I would be locked. Okay, so conference room. Safe code. That's a lie. Spreading items. Some special rooms allows you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your state. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Okay. Notes here. Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Huh. I see no office safe. I see no way to look behind the drawings. Okay. So yeah, if I go this way, I can continue. If I go back, this whole area cannot exist. Cannot let me go forward. Okay. Oh, and I drafted gymnasium. Great. Oh, you must be kidding me. Okay. I can't even throw the balls at the hoop. Come on. There's a dark room. There's a billiard room. Okay. 7 locked doors. That's okay. The dark room might be my best option, unfortunately. Well, I don't actually need to go back to the gymnasium. That's great. Yeah, I'm not sure if the billiard rooms will give me what I need. And let's just double back into the chapel. I know there's a puzzle there and could give me stuff, but yeah, let's do dark room. Oh crap. The utility closet's so out of the way. I don't think I can go there and come back here. Woohoo! Order placed. Oh no. It's not gonna help. Please return all correspondence and the packages addressed to Danny Revenge sender, as he is no longer is employed with our staff. I didn't do it with my pen. I lost my pen. Did it fall to the ground? Doesn't look like it. Oh, there it is. Danny Revane no longer employed. I should just have said fired. Did they ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? Suspected of stealing Baron's mail. Okay. What is this? More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address the client has provided. Utility room fuse box. DC Power Inc. Press any button button to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 60. Okay. Okay, I want this information to be registered. Wrong app. There we go. Sync go. So yeah, I'm locked. So can I do anything fun? With the steps I have left. I can try and get back to security. She means hanging right on the chapel. Okay, I'm here. It's not this obvious. Okay. Swan song. Okay. Okay. We are doing stuff services, pushing in and out. Announcement. It's been disabled. Nothing for our work has been suspended on Holly, and our domestic staff has been placed on extended paid leave in accordance with the instructions left by the old man himself. Okay? I don't need to see Mr. Babbage for details. Announcements. November 7. I don't think anyone else has access to this network this month except by you, Simon. So if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you. Your friends and faithful service, okay? Only Simon has access to the network. Is that important? It's notes were taken. Scheduling the service has been disabled. That's fine. Special orders if you like to get a specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit. The commissary is now taking special orders for all members of the staff. Brass compass, magnifying glass, metal detector, running shows, shovel, sleeping mask, legend. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I have no idea if I need anything special right now. Remote terminal. It is possible to connect to the other active terminals elsewhere on the state using RTA. View active terminals. Okay, so there's an office, a laboratory, and a shelter, and they are all offline. Okay. Because I don't have the rooms, probably. Mail. The permission of this terminal do not allow for access to the electronic mail. Granted, which can only be accessed via the terminal located in the office. Okay, only the office can read mail. Data transfers. Not currently available. Okay. Glossary of terms. Adjoining. Rooms are considered adjoined if they are connected to each other via doorway. Okay, dead end. A dead end is any room lacking a second doorway. If a room ever has additional doorways, it's not considered a dead end, even if those doorways are blocked. Archived floor plan. Floor plans that are hidden from view after drafting archives are considered archive floor plans. Okay. Directory. The directory contains detailed information for all rooms in the state that you have drafted. You may access the directory at any time it is the menu or by pressing R. Bedroom. One of the most common type of rooms, bedrooms are typically used for resting and regaining steps, and are identifiable by the violet borders of their floor plans. Dirigi blocks. In the commissary, players may find an arcade cabinet for the popular game Dirigi blocks. To the dismay of bored members of the staff, the cabinet has not been in working order for the last several years. Although the game is not currently accessible, it is scheduled to be added in a future patch. Okay. Drafting. Call it a day, draft pool, draw, color. The color floor plan usually indicates the type of room. Violet for bedrooms, orange for hallways, green for green rooms, yellow for shops, red for red rooms, and blue for blueprints default type. Okay. East wing. The east wing rooms of the house are the 9 rooms that border the very right edge of the house. Okay, so the west wing, probably the other one. Ground hallway, entry. Certain rooms have an effect. Okay. Exhaust. When your steps using your exhaust and call a day. Okay. History, inventory. Gold coins, green room. Mechanical. Okay, these rooms are often having mechanics and often contain control systems that can interact with the other elements of the state. These rooms are marked by the symbol of a gear. Okay. There's a boiler room. An official boiler room. Okay. Reset. Each morning the browser returns to its default position in all drafted rooms, inventory, and Resources are reset. Permanent changes, however, do not reset. Local network named Blackbridge. This network allows users to remotely connect to other. Okay. Most things on the states reset from one day to the next. It's nature of the house. However, a few things are permanent. They're usually marked as such. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Okay. Special floor plan. These floor plans are slightly more rare and cost gems to draft. They offer more unique, complex, and exciting effects. Special item. Special items referring to an item that is unique and inventory bound, as opposed to resource items such as keys, gems, and coins. Rank. Each row of rooms in your house make up a rank. As you progress north, the ranks increase. There are 9 ranks listed on Mount Holly's official blueprint. However, among the staff, whispers of a 10th rank can often be overheard. Spready, I understand. Rarity. How often a fur pro is drawn from the drafting pool is determined by its rarity. There are 4 rarities: commonplace, normal, uncommon, and rare, and identified by dots. Okay. Stars. There are several ways to increase the amount of stars visible in the night sky. The easiest method, of course, is drafting observatories. Each additional star creates new formations of constellations, which in turn provide beneficial effects. Okay. Red room are bad. Offer powerful expansion options, but terminal. Tomorrow. Rooms that provide benefits in the future belongs to a special category of floor plans. Tomorrow rooms. They are marked with a clock symbols. Okay. Small wooden chests, often rooms always locked and usually continue filled with dirt. Okay. Alright. That was interesting. Okay. So if I continue going back, the entrance hall has potential expansions. I don't think that's going to be useful for anything, but this door has never been opened. Rumpel's room. Walk-in closet. 4 items. Wine cellar. What's a Rumpel's room? Yeah, I have 5 steps. There's no way I can go back there. Let's experiment. Let's see what a Rumpel's room is. Looks like here's a bishop. Checkers, backgammon. I used to know how to play backgammon. I already forgot all the rules. Can I turn this one? Guess not. So this seems to be the leisure room. Oh, I can insert coin at this guy. Okay.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of the dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara,
Okay.
and I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
That was the idea, yes.
The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag.
Why?
I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir.
Black.
I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters.
A lost room beyond
What you
the
have
waters.
heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay. Without key at the shore. I might have to explore outside a bit more. Or maybe I need a car. Okay, that was worth it. That was totally worth it. You were creepy. Should have expected you to be creepy though. Discover common floor plans while drafting in the library. Last common floor plan. Freezer. Freeze your accounts. Coin amounts will not reset at the end of the new day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. That's perfect. That's great. Yeah, I'll have coins tomorrow. Okay, I'm making a mistake here. Here's the key. And it's frozen. Not for staff users. Master Sinclair's personal freezer. Okay. What is in there? I can't make it. All right. I've frozen my assets. Okay. So, strategy. It's not the good idea to just give up. If you have an opportunity to explore, explore. Prosaic Villa. New rooms 11. Alright. Okay. So that's the end of day 2. And that's gonna be the end of the stream as well. I wonder if I can have like two days per stream. If that's consistent timing. Because that's a good idea, I think. But yeah. Interesting game. It's making me take notes. And the utility closet should not be placed in a super far out of the way place. Okay, so yeah, there will be more blueprints next Wednesday at 8 PM Jump Till 3. Next Sunday, 7 PM, I'll be playing more Vintage Story. If you've been watching me on Twitch, I do have a YouTube channel with all my VODs. If you've been watching me on YouTube, come check me live on Twitch. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I am the Plane Shifter, and I am phasing out. Bye.